Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, June 1st, and I can't believe we're in a new month. I am taking my morning walk, of course. It's been a little while since I've vlogged, but I have been doing stuff. I started bullet journaling, and I'm going to be bullet journaling the artist's way, which is something that is very exciting for me. So I've been kind of keeping my head down and working on that, but it's been very nourishing just focusing on this course and on my bullet journal. I've been wanting to do both the course and the bullet journal for a very long time now, and initially I was gonna wait until the end of the pandemic to start the course because for the artist dates I wanted to go out and just like hang out maybe in a cafe or at a gallery or something like that, but the pandemic doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon, and even if things start to go back to normal, I don't know if I'm gonna want to go to galleries and cafes and such. I might just want to stick with my routine because I actually really like it and it's working very well for me in terms of just getting that like fresh air and exercise in the morning and then just relaxing for the rest of the day, doing housework, actual paid work, and working on personal projects. So I've been really enjoying the routine. So I think I might still hang on to that if things start opening up more widely. The other thing that happened during the week that was really scary was that Truffle got very sick one day. He was just sneezing a lot and his face got all wet with like boogers and stuff, and I was terrified. I called the vet, but they didn't have any appointments and they actually seemed really busy and they referred me to 2 other places. One place that I looked up I wasn't comfortable with based on the reviews, and then the other place was his old vet, but it's changed ownership a few times. I did call them, but they were booked up as well, so I ended up getting an appointment for this week. He seemed to start doing a bit better because I was paying tons of attention to him and just petting him and feeding him critical care, so I think things started looking up for him. But I was still really concerned. So that took up a lot of my time and mental energy. That's another reason I haven't vlogged for a week now. But I'm happy to report that the little munchkin is doing a whole lot better. He is happy again, binkying, eating on his own for the most part, but I am still feeding him critical care just for some additional nutrients and additional calories because the vet's always saying he's so skinny. So I'm gonna be taking him to the vet again this Wednesday. I'm gonna get on with my walk and I'll show you a bit of the bullet journal when I get home. Here is my bullet journal. My sister uses this one. She's been bullet journaling since 2017, so she has a lot more experience with this than I do. She uses it as her daily planner, as most people do, but I'm using it just for the artist's way because I can only commit to 12 weeks and it's a lot of work, actually. I put in a lot of time to keeping up with this, so I don't think I could do it all year round, but for 12 weeks I can definitely do it, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having tons of fun with it. So this is just a little post-it with some of the spreads I still want to do for this week. These are the artist way exercises that I still have to do. Eraser bits all over my journal. These are my morning pages that I've tucked away. I need to transcribe some of this stuff into the journal, and this is the title page. I haven't decided if I'm going to decorate this page yet, but this is the lettering that I've used throughout the journal. I'm not going to show you all of the spreads today, but I will show you a few of the key ones that I love. I thought it would be fun to do a mood tracker for the entire 12-week program, so that is 84 days. So I drew a cloud for each day. I've only done one day so far, yesterday. I plan to fill these in at the end of the day once I know kind of like my mood throughout the day because it changes so frequently. I'm like up and down all day, and then at the end I can get a sense of where I'm at in terms of these storm clouds and then these blue sky clouds. I know these should be white, but I made them blue because that's more appealing on the page. I like to see the color. Yesterday was just a neutral day for me, and neutral to me isn't bad at all. I expect I'm gonna have a lot of neutral days. You can probably tell that I'm doing a cloud theme at the beginning here, and I plan to change the theme every single week. So for week 1, my theme is hot air balloons. I I had a lot of fun with these hot air balloons. Week 1 is all about recovering a sense of safety. And I just have a little quote on this side here from the week 1 chapter in the Artist's Way book. I think this is the last spread I'll show you because I want to save the rest for my flip through. But this is kind of like an overview of week 1. So I wrote out the key concepts that I found in the chapter, things that I wanted to remember. So when I return the book to the writing studio, I'll still have all of the key points that I want to remember. And then this is the list of tasks for week 1. I'm going to do these first 4 for sure, but then the rest I'm going to try to do at least half. That's the recommendation in the book. There are a lot of exercises and tasks and such, so Julia Cameron, the author, recommends that you try to tackle about half of them. These are little hot air balloons that I cut out because I put something in this section here. I think I put in at a glance and then I highlighted it with purple and then I drew like some stars around it, and I really didn't like the way it turned out. So I decided to cut out these pieces of paper and kind of make them into the upper part of hot air balloons. So this is a bit random. This doesn't really repeat throughout the rest of the week, but I may put some in here and there just to tie in these little cutouts to this page here so it's more cohesive. Hey everyone, it is Wednesday and Truffle is at the vet now. I am gonna walk a little bit more just to get a few more steps in because if this visit is anything like last time, he's probably gonna be in there for close to an hour. Fingers crossed Truffle is okay. There was a long list of ailments that I conveyed to the vet tech, so I'm gonna wait for the vet to call me and see what she says. Morning everyone, I am vlogging on my favorite bridge, my new route for my morning walk. I'll probably change it up again, I don't know, when I get bored of this route. I tend to like to stick to the same routine for a while and then I switch up some aspect of it. For the first 4 days in June, I've just felt a level of physical and mental exhaustion that I haven't felt in a little while now. I can't remember the last time I felt this way. Probably a few months ago. I'm just in a slump right now energy-wise, but I have been enjoying the Artist's Way and the bullet journaling. That's been a lot of fun for me, but it's also been a lot of work. The Artist's Way talks about spending maybe an hour or 2 on the work each day, but I've been spending a lot more time because of the bullet journaling that I'm doing. Takes a lot of time to build the spreads, decorate the spreads, and also of course do the work that's needed to have like a meaningful conversation with yourself when doing the Artist's Way program. I've been liking how the bullet journal is looking and I've been loving the content as well. A lot of the things that I've thought about in terms of my past and why I have the negative self-talk that I have. So I'll talk more about that maybe when I do the flip through. But I just wanted to say that that is going very well. The other thing I've been really thinking about is a lot of the anti-oppression training that I did with the writing studio a few months back. And now with, of course, all of the protests that are going on and the Black Lives Matter movement, I've been really sitting with that. I have a lot of resources I want to look into just with anti-oppression and anti-racism. So that's kind of the update for now. I'm going to continue on my walk just so I'm not out for a super long time, and then I'll probably vlog more when I get home today. Hubby's off today, so I'm hoping that there won't be too much work at the writing studio. I haven't been craving cucumber as much, but instead we've been having a lot of this sort of lunch. Hubby's been making us these bacon, arugula, and tomato sandwiches. He uses just regular smoked bacon, regular arugula. He uses a Japanese style sriracha mayo that we have, and also some sliced cherry tomatoes. It is very delicious, and it's on that bread that I showed you before, the Bob's Big Red, I think it's called, something along those lines. I've also been craving coleslaw a ton, so I whipped up a batch of coleslaw, and we're just gonna have that on the side. Hubby got this vegan snack kit from Mindful Snacks, and it's got so many yummy looking treats. Ooh-wee. That I've had these Hungry Buddha coconut chips. I don't think I've had the pure popcorn. I haven't had these. I had a Made Good bar the other day, but it wasn't the like Rice Krispie square. I've not had these or these. Not sure what this is. Oh, they're olives. Oh, loves olives. I've not had this or this. So I guess I've only had the coconut chips. And I are having a pizza party today. We ordered 3 pizzas. These are the medium 2-topping pizzas from Pizza Pizza. I think the special is on for a little bit longer. They're $7.99 each. I ended up getting green peppers with pepperoni. We also got a cheese pizza with Parmesan as the toppings and also some Italian herb seasoning. And then hubby chose like a meat lovers style with hot Italian sausage and pepperoni. Good morning, everyone. I literally just woke up. It is 6:20. I snoozed for a little bit this morning. Hubby worked an overnight shift, his first one in, I think, ever, actually. I don't think he's ever worked an overnight shift where he is now. He did used to work overnight type shifts when he worked at the airport, but that was ages ago when we first started dating. So ever since he landed in his career, what he's doing now, he hasn't had to work overnight shifts, but because of the pandemic, they've changed things around and he had to work one last night. So hubby essentially started work last night at midnight, and he should be home when I'm on my morning walk. Fortunately, he has the entire day off today, so he can sleep and then just relax. I'm still really foggy with sleep, so I'm gonna go and start getting ready. Hey everyone, I'm back from my morning walk and hubby isn't home yet. He actually had to go back to work because he forgot something. I'm just getting ready for morning coffee sessions now. An update on Truffle, he's not doing all that well. He got his antibiotic injection on Wednesday and he's due for another injection this week, but he's not eating. The vet warned me about this. She said the medication sometimes puts bunnies off of eating, and that's definitely been the case for him. He's been eating a little bit. I think right now it's just an appetite issue, but it's still concerning because he's already so small and we've been trying really hard to get his weight up. His weight was up a little bit when we took him in on Wednesday, but because he hasn't been eating, I think it's probably gone back down again. We've been feeding him critical care, but he's not eating it on his own like he normally does. So we've had to force feed him and he has not been liking that. We have to basically shove the syringe into his mouth and just like pump in the stuff. He spits out half of it, so it takes a really long time. And he's always trying to nudge the syringe out of the way. He just doesn't want to eat. So that's been a bit challenging over the past it's been 2 days that he's been like that. When we first got him home, he was actually eating pretty well on his own. It was just in the past couple of days that he's really gone off food. And last night he didn't eat a lot of his pellets at all. He will nibble from time to time, I guess when he's really hungry, but we're gonna have to, at some point today, grab him again and force feed him if he doesn't take the critical care on his own. I'm really hoping he's going to take it on his own because it's so much easier for everyone, including him, when he eats it willingly. An update on The Artist's Way. It's been going really well. I am starting week 2 today and I've been really enjoying it. I've been updating my bullet journal and just having a lot of fun with it. It's very relaxing, I find. I get into the groove of doing the exercises. I do most of the thinking about them not when I'm bullet journaling, and then when I'm bullet journaling, I'm kind of just laying out the pages and transposing my thoughts that are written down somewhere else into the bullet journal. So I'll show you a few of the spreads, an update on how I've been doing. So this is a little week at a glance that I put together with these clouds. As you guys know, the beginning portion is a cloud theme, and I have these clouds for the 12 weeks, and I'm thinking as I go through each of the weeks, I'll color them in. So I'm going to be coloring this one in very soon. I might tie this in with my mood board. Oh, hubby's home, so I'll be right back. Doesn't seem too tired. He seems pretty high energy. He even went for a jog. It seems like he's gotten his second wind, but he's probably going to crash. Let's get back to the bullet journal. I might fill in those clouds using the same legend as my mood tracker. So here's what my mood tracker looks like now. And you can see the legend again down at the bottom, and here's how my week looked. I tried to cluster each week into the same section so I could kind of get a visual grasp of how I felt during the week. So overall, pretty good. I mean, a few neutral days, which, as I mentioned, is totally okay with me. I had a few, you know, moderately good days, and then I had one day where I was like really happy and a lot of good things happened that day. So that's my mood tracker thus far, and I might use this same color scheme for the weekly clouds. I really liked how the hot air balloons turned out. I thought the hot air balloons would be a bit too advanced for my drawing skills because my drawing skills aren't that wonderful, but they turned out really nice. I like them. Most of the hot air balloons look like this. They are striped. And then I have some that are just like outlined. So maybe I'll explain what this is in the walkthrough video. I don't want to have this vlog be too long. I did this major influences in my life in 5-year increments, and this is supposed to be a list of the people who influenced you the most, but instead of doing it that way, because I didn't want to have a book full of names, I decided to do kind of like major events that happened, or like keystones of each 5-year period, and in my mind I would associate those events with people. So that's that. Week 1 is in the books. Oh, this was fun too, the 5 other lives exercise. This is where you identify 5 things that you would be in your imaginary lives. In other words, if you were to lead 5 other lives aside from the life that you live today. I had a few here, which again I'll go through maybe in my other videos. So we're on week 2 now. Week 2 is recovering a sense of identity. Week 1 was safety. I pulled a quote from week 2 in the book, and then here is how it's going to look. I love it. I decided to do a rabbit theme. I haven't colored it in yet, and you can see still like all of the pencil marks that I haven't erased yet because I was doing this right up to the time that hubby left for work yesterday. But I love this rabbit. He has a name, but I can't remember what it is. I have stickers that look like him though, so that's where I kind of took the idea from. When I do the research for the theme, I basically look up on Google Images how to draw certain things. I want something simple and cute, something that I can do. And I pulled up all of these inspiration images of rabbits, and I love them all. But this one jumped out at me just because it is so cute and so easy to draw. So this is going to be the theme for week 2, and I've picked out a bunch of colors. This is very Truffle inspired, so of course I have grays. You guys have seen Truffle, and he has a white nose, but sometimes it looks pink, so I decided to do a gray and pink and taupe theme, and I'm very excited about this color scheme. So I haven't really mapped out what that's going to look like, but I think I'll color in the bunnies with grays and taupes, and then maybe I'll do like outlines of these boxes in pink. I probably won't color in any bunnies as pink because I want them all to kind of look like Truffle, but I'm very excited about this. I'm on page 43 already. This book is 250 pages if I'm not mistaken. 251 maybe. 251. So I've still got this much. I figure if I do just under 20 pages per week, I won't run out of room. So I'm gonna try to budget that carefully and maybe squeeze some stuff together where I can, just to make sure I don't go over. If I do go over, I guess it's okay. I can add in maybe a few loose sheets of paper, but I would really like to take the bullet journal all the way to the end with this 12-week course. I'm super excited about this. This is very much sparking my desire for self-improvement and self-awareness, as well as my desire to be creative and to draw a little bit. It's been very enjoyable. It's been a really nice journey so far. I mean, it's only been a week. Maybe I will get tired of it as we go along because it is very time consuming, but overall I'm having a really good time with it. So I think I will end off the vlog here. Thank you all so much for watching. I don't think I'll have a vlog each week for the next 10 or 11 weeks, just because the bullet journal is taking up so much of my time, as well as the exercises, of course. But I'm hoping for like every 10 days, maybe every 2 weeks. I hope you're all doing well. Happy June, and I will see you in the next one.